asked the Buddha, how can an irritable heart full of anxiety about money become calm? The Buddha smiled and gently replied, if the heart is full of complaints, then wherever you are, it is still winter. But if you know how to relax, then any place turns into spring. I asked the Buddha again, when will the human heart be able to let go of desires for wealth and fame, like the blue sky that cannot be grasped? The Buddha said, let go of illusions, hold on to reality. Only by living with what is can we truly be free. Greetings to you all. How many times have you wondered, why does more money bring more worries? Why the harder we try to hold on, the more empty and insecure we feel? In modern life, we are often caught in the whirlpool of personal finance, of the black-red game of gain and loss, which makes the heart constantly irritable and restless. We have just listened to a few questions I asked the Buddha, and those answers are not just philosophy, but also a compass for a truly prosperous life, prosperity from within. I asked the Buddha, how can an irritable heart become calm? The Buddha smiled and gently replied, if the heart is full of complaints, then wherever you are, it is still winter. But if you know how to relax, then any place turns into spring. The path of mindful finance begins here. Anxiety about money is not caused by how much or little we have, but by the greed, anger, and ignorance in our minds. When we learn to accept and let go of complaints, we will see that peace is not the result of material abundance, but of inner fullness. I asked the Buddha again, when will the human heart be able to let go of desires like the blue sky that cannot be grasped? The Buddha said, let go of illusions, hold on to reality. Only by living with what is can we truly be free. Money is a part of reality, but attachment to it is an illusion. Let us live with what we have, work mindfully, and manage finances with wisdom, instead of chasing the mirage of unlimited wealth. True financial freedom is not about how much money we have, but about living free from worries about money. I asked the Buddha, what is a soulmate? The Buddha looked at me and said, you have the right to revere me, but not the right to hold on to me. True companionship is letting go, not holding on. This is also true with money. We can respect and use money wisely, but we must not cling to it or hold it as salvation. When we let go of attachment, money becomes a useful tool, not a chain that binds us. I asked the Buddha, how can we avoid risks in this unpredictable world? He said in a solemn voice, the world is vast. It is both blessing and calamity. Who can escape it? Only by purifying the soul and sowing good seeds. The financial market is always volatile. Risk is inevitable. Instead of trying to avoid it, focus on purifying the soul, sowing good seeds of kindness, compassion, and honesty. When we have a resilient soul, external risks no longer frighten us. I asked the Buddha, why does truth always carry such heavy weight? He answered, if you keep a normal mind, then everything is as light as clouds and wind. The truth about our financial situation, whether good or bad, only becomes heavy when our mind is not at peace. When we maintain equanimity and accept every result objectively, every burden will dissolve. I asked the Buddha, can we overcome ourselves? He gently said, Buddha Dharma is natural. The path is wide open. If your heart is bright, why bother with the world of black and red? The path to overcoming ourselves is not about surpassing others, but surpassing our own greed, anger, and ignorance. When our mind is clear, we will see a wide financial path, no longer entangled in the black-red games of materialism. I asked the Buddha, "Is there an afterlife?" He said, "Spring has 100 blooming flowers. Summer has the sound of cicadas. Autumn has a bright moon. Winter has falling snow. If you do not see the beauty in the 4 seasons of the human world, why ask about the afterlife?" This teaching reminds us to live fully in the present. Happiness is not in the next life, but here and now. Find beauty in every moment of life, in every dollar we earn and spend meaningfully. And once again, I ask the Buddha, how can an irritable heart become calm? The Buddha still said only one thing. If the heart knows to stop complaining, if the inner self knows how to relax, then everywhere is spring. This teaching is the conclusion to everything. Peace of mind, financial stability, all arise from a heart that knows how to relax and let go. Dear friends, Buddha Dharma is not something distant, but a path of practice in our daily lives. Financial peace is not a dream, but the result of an awakened heart. If you find this video helpful, please leave a like and share it with friends and loved ones who need it, because sharing the light of wisdom is also a way to sow seeds of blessings for ourselves and others. If you wish to continue the journey towards prosperity from within, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any teachings from Mindful Finance. Together, step by step, let's build a life of peace, wealth from within, and spread this positive energy everywhere. Namo Amitabha Buddha.